Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. So today, of course, I just figured I'll just talk about some news related stuff, I suppose. Just might as well, because I've done this kind of thing multiple times before, so why change now, I guess. So anyway, obviously, this is just something I just found just completely and just utterly ridiculous at the end of the day, because it's just completely and utterly stupid. I mean, really. It's like you can't please nobody. It just seems like someone out there will just bitch about, just complain about nothing. I mean, really, you got nothing. You got nothing going on in your lives, like at all. Especially from the one person I'm referring to, this individual, this woman. She seems well off, so you have it a lot easier compared to a large chunk of Americans. And you're complaining. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that rich or other people can't stress out because they can. But compared to other people, you have it a lot easier. So I don't understand the complaint here, especially what I'm about to say just seems rather trivial. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to be dismissive of what other people's feelings and whatnot. That's not the case here. Because everybody has the right to feel whatever they want, obviously. I'm not trying to take that away from anyone, all right? Just throwing it out there, okay? But moving on, I just want to bring up this one article, which, again, I would say makes no sense. So I'm referring to this article here, folks, because this woman here I was talking about a moment ago, she was left traumatized because she looked in the mirror or something and just like, oh my god, what has happened? What's going on? That's what I want to know. What's happening here exactly? I don't understand any of this, like at all. So this is more in reference of the doll itself, the Barbie doll. Okay, like what? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm talking about here this time around. Because she just thought, why can't she have this and have that? Basically, she wants a doll to look specifically like her when you think about it. So, like, her kind of body. I mean, yes, obviously, once you get older, your body will change. And yes, you could keep your body in good condition depending on what you do. I've seen people who are in the 50s, people who are in those 60s, people who are in those 70s, and still have a pretty decent body. And I've seen people in the 40s, even with that as well, they still keep a decent body. It's possible. I've seen olds. I think the woman, she's what, 35 in the timing of this article. Yeah, I've seen women who are like 10 years older who are in better shape than she is. So I'm just confused here. I mean, yes, your body will change over time. But since she has a lot of money, you're just getting too worried, really? So, again, it's one of these kinds of things. Think of the children. Somebody, please, think of the children. That's stupid argument all over again because he was getting really worried about the importance of representation for a young girl, which is ridiculous because you just worry about not the own merits of the doll itself. Like you can't just judge a doll for what it is, and you're just trying to put something that's not there. Sounds like projection in some ways because what you used to sound madly insecure about a doll. So while appearing on the Today Show, it was on Thursday, I believe, she opened up about this competition, this series called the Barbie Dream House Challenge, and how Mattel designed a doll to a liking, which yes, by which they actually made a doll to a liking. So yes, they actually designed a doll to a liking anyway. So they just for this confusion. Then what's the problem? Again, yes, people's bodies will change. And yes, obviously women out there, at least the vast majority of them anyway, do care about their appearance, which in a lot of ways is it's understandable. You gotta have your hair, your nails done in a certain way and whatnot, and have certain dresses to look pretty or whatever, or at least comfortable, or maybe both, comfortable and pretty. I don't know, whatever. And have some type of makeup. I know not all women like to wear makeup. I guess it depends on the individual, I suppose. But ultimately, it just seems ridiculous considering the fact that it just seems like she's nitpicking something here. But oh yeah, completely and utterly ignoring the fact that the Barbie, ever since day one, there's been a vast representation of different things. She was a nurse, she was a doctor, she was a truck driver, she was a bus driver, she was a teacher. She was Barbie herself, the doll, was so many different things over the years. So we're not going to take that into the equation whatsoever. So we're just going to flat out ignore that like it never happened. I'm confused here. This is dumb. But yeah, it just goes on the body shape, really. I know the doll itself was heavily criticized for the proportions of the legs and so on and so forth, like the shape of her face, her nose. Yeah, the dolls themselves, Barbie was heavily criticized for that, which I think is stupid. Because you mean to tell me that there aren't any women out there who are slender? And then there are women who are, we call it slim thick as well. You mean these type of women don't exist? Women's bodies come in various different shapes and sizes. So I was like, what are you talking about? Seems weird. Just like so many factors this individual, this woman is not taking into account here. Like, at all. How does this make any sense is beyond me. I don't get any of this. It's dumb. And it's, I mean, she might be a well known individual, but so what? She's not exactly above criticism, like, at all. I don't get it. I don't know anymore. I just think it's really bizarre that this is a complaint. Really, I mean, you don't have anything to talk about. I mean, I know. Basically, at the end of the day, what she's trying to get at, she doesn't want to look in the mirror at herself, her own self reflection. I feel ashamed and whatnot. I mean, she wants to feel more confident. I mean, yes, there are people that need some sort of validation of some kind. Sure, it happens. People get depressed. I mean, it doesn't have to be depressing, but people feel maybe kind of bad for whatever reason, and it happens. That's life for you. These things happen quite often. So it's not that I'm trying to dismiss that or anything, because of course I'm not at all. I just don't get the complaints. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It just seems like you just want to complain just for the sake of complaining. It just seems like, I mean, yes, people may have saggy skin on their stomach, and people might have surgery to fix up like their specific parts of the body, and it happens. You know, I'm not the one to pass judgment here. Maybe you have to have a surgery on your nose, or maybe fix up your ear, or maybe fix up your eye. You have to have eye surgery. You know, it happens. You know, that's life. Things happen, of course. I don't get it. So it just happens. Okay, I just don't understand really. But at the end of the day, I just think this is just nonsensical in a lot of ways. If this was some obscure doll, like nobody knows about really, they wouldn't. They somebody like this wouldn't complain like at all. I mean, I don't see or hear anybody complaining about the Marshall's High dolls to be a specific way. At least they're not making enough noise as they're doing with this anyway. It's just I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. Just whatever, people. Whatever. Anyway, I appreciate the view. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See ya. Oh yeah, whatever. Just whatever.